The AJ Scales Stakes on Saturday. The red light's on. And the 3-year-olds are set and about to be dispatched. Gates open. They're racing. Fingermark and Darchant. Lipstick Flickers all began well, and so did on the outside. Going forward, Fair Do. Right behind those when they settle down is ASC201812 having to ease back 3 deep on that far corner. Veritel, and last of all is Coranus. So they sort themselves out going along by the 1250, and Darchant has gone to the top for Pateman and settled a length and a half in front. Fair Do second. Down on the inside, just racing a little keenly, is Lipstick Flickers. A half a length away, taking closer order Fingermark, and 2 lengths to ASC201812. A similar margin then on the inside is Veritel, and last of all is Coranus, spotting the leader about 5 to 6 lengths. Archant takes a bit of a breather as they come inside the 900. He slowed them down, Archant, by 1 Fair Do. Lipstick Flickers down on the rail third. Fingermark has had a nice trip, being trailed by ASC201812, and Veritel on the inside. Last of all is Coranus, and so at the 650, and Archant, who got that good mid-race breather, a half a length on Fair Do, sneaking up just a little closer. Over on the inside to Lipstick Flickers, about to make its move is Fingermark, and then ASC201812. On the rails, Veritel, and still last is Coranus, nearing the home corner at the 350, and now they quicken up, and this duo have booted away from them. Archant, Fair Do on the outside with the baldy face. It's Fair Do coming at Archant. They've kicked about 4 in front of ASC201812. Lipstick Flickers behind them. Archant with a kick at the 200 mark. Got about 3/4 of a length to Fair Do, 2 lengths to ASC201812. Archant, Fair Do comes again. ASC201812 keeps coming. Archant lifting though. Archant's just going to win. Archant from Fair Do, and on the outside ASC201812. Lipstick Flickers behind those. Veritel, Fingermark, and with those as well Coranus. Archant, Mitch Pateman, clings on to win the first of the day from Fair Do and ASC201812. And Lipstick Flickers back there in 4th placing. 290, 160 for Archant. Fair Do, 250, and no third ASC201812. And the difference between getting a really good break in the middle part of the race certainly had an impact there, with Pateman able to just turn it off, get a breather, and then absorb the pressure from Fair Do, fight and kick, and then hold off ASC201812, which has come late in the race. 2, 5 and 4 Archant by Warchant from Crimson Pack, prepared by S.J. Miller, well ridden in front by Mitchell Pateman. For Dave, Buff McClenny, Ken Jolly, J. Keeley, D. War, Mrs. B. Jolly and I. Penn, P. Gerand, B. Beresford, R. Smith, K. O'Connor, P. J. T. B. Antonio, and B. McAlpine. Beating 5 Fair Do by Dawn Approach from High on Love, Robin, Todd Harvey, Jason Brown. And ASC201812 third by Dewporth out of Demon Queen, Adam Durant and Peter Hall. More details to come in a couple of moments thereafter the first for the day. But that was a very well-judged front-running ride, getting enough to hold on through the middle stages there, the little breather that he took, and just win. Race number 2 is the Gerard Lighting Handicap, 1,000 metres at 152 with a field of 7. No riding alterations there. The time they ran in the first, 1:37.96. 1:37.96, a real indication of just how modest he was able to get it there in front through the middle stages. Gareth Hall joins us downstairs. He's with winning trainer in S.J. Miller.
Always great to catch up with the legend S.J. Miller and Archant, back-to-back victories, mate. And that was a good, tough fighting victory.
Yeah, it was. Mitchell rode him very well. He rated him very well. And, yeah, since we put the blinkers on him, he seems to have switched on a bit. And he's always shown me a little bit of ability. So it's good to see him put a couple together.
You did wait a while to put those blinkers on.
Yeah, look, he's, you know, he needed a bit of education, and the racing sort of helped him out a bit. And, you know, his last start up here, Mitch said he was just off the bit all the way and he wasn't really concentrating. And he went to Bunbury and sort of had a good kill down there. And, yeah, look, he rated him well today and he sort of fought on well. So hopefully there's a couple more in store for him.
Was that the pleasing aspect, that he beat a pretty handy field, but he was looked in the eyes a few times there today and he had to really dig deep?
Yeah, look, it was a handy field. You know, I went through it a fair bit and I thought, you know, there was a couple of good chances in it. And, yeah, you know, the best part about him, he sort of knuckled down, and I still think there's a fair bit of improvement in the horse.
One on SJ.
Thank you.
There's SJ Miller. Brittany Taylor's catching up with the in-form, the red hot Mitchell Pateman.
All right, Mitch Pateman, congratulations. this win today. Ever since this horse got the blinkers on and has been able to roll forwards, do you just feel like a better horse?
Yeah, he's obviously concentrates a lot better with the blinkers on. It was a good win, but because he did all the work in front and he sort of waited for him up the straight. When he heard him coming at him, he dug in again. So, no, he's going good.
When you felt Farah to your outside just eyeball you, did he feel like he just really responded to the challenge?
Yeah, he sort of only does what he has to do. I think if they'd come at him a bit earlier, he would have found even more. But he just likes to do what he wants to do. But he's still learning, and when he puts it all together, he'll make a nice horse.
There's a fair bit of improvement still to come?
Yeah, definitely. He's very immature, and he's learning every time he goes around, and yeah, he'll keep improving.
Your best ride for the rest of the day?
Probably Rebo. The other two are outsiders, but I think Rebo's probably the best of what's left.
All right, well, best of luck. Lucky you got the good one in the opener.
Yeah, cheers.
Well done.